In today's video, I want to talk about the mods I've done to my car. Now, I've talked kind of about the stuff that I've done to my car, but today I'm going to go in depth to what I've bought and like how I put it on or what I used and what I needed to put it on. And it's very cheap stuff, it's very simple stuff, and made my car look a little better than what it was stock. And I'm going to share what I did with you guys, so stay tuned. Nice. So the first thing I've ever done to my car was lower it. Now, there's a lot of ways, and I've talked about to lower your car, but for my car, the situation was kind of different because most of the stuff was so expensive, and at the time I was like working to pay for my car. So I went with the cheapest, best way to lower my car, and I talked about this in my previous video, which is the spring kit. I use the eBack spring kit, which lowers the front 1.7 inches and the rear 1.5 inches, and I found out that for my liking, that was the cleanest thing to do to my car, to my liking, to lower it this much, because it'll give it the cleanest look. And I haven't been disappointed. The springs are very good quality for the price I paid. For the price I paid, hell yeah, they should have been good quality, and they are good quality, which is why I really love them. And honestly, to me, a little better than the stock suspension that it came with, and it gave my car a clean look. The rear is a little lower in the front, but that's because the engine is in the front, so I guess that compensates for it. All the way around though, the suspension is really comfortable. I'd say a little bit more comfortable than the stock suspension, and it gave my car the cleanest look I thought I'd like the most. Instead of lowering it to the bottom as most people do, I thought I'd give it just a clean look. It looks lowered, and yeah, pretty much. Second thing I ended up doing to my car was putting the front lip on it. And if you can see it behind me, lip, it's on the bottom. Reason why I wanted to put a lip on it was because the front bumper for the 2015s, which is the revised version. So this is basically the new body style from the 2014s. So the 2015s, they went with a new body style, cleaner look, more aggressive look. Nonetheless, I like it better than the 2014s. Only problem I had with it was the bumper. From the bottom, it kind of goes up, if you know what I mean. So you can't see it now, but it used to be like the bumper goes up, and I didn't like that. It looked kind of weird. It looked like it was aggressive and fat from the back, and then it'd go down and get a little thinner from the front, and I didn't like that look. So I bought this. Actually, I didn't buy it. First, I did my research. And I looked for front lips for my car, and I came across this expensive, nice looking lip from Black Ops Auto. I don't know, but the name was Black Ops front lip. If you search it up, I'm sure you'll find it, for the Chrysler 300 2015 model. And the aluminum version of that was like $600. Now the car, and it comes in carbon fiber too. And if you have the money, by all means, this is a nice lip, but I didn't want to waste that much money on just a lip. So the carbon fiber version was like $700 or $800, and I was like, nah. So I went on Amazon and looked at universal lips that I could put on my car, and I experimented with this one and that one, and what I liked the most was this lip that I ended up with, which is the, I guess you guys the name, I'll put it up on the screen. I forgot the name, but this lip I found out gave my car the cleanest look, and I like it because on the inside, I'll show you guys, on the inside, there's some trim on my specific model that has this pattern of fake plastic carbon fiber, and that's funny because it is fake and it's plastic carbon fiber, but it matched the inside and the wheels also. My wheels are kind of gray, and that lip kind of matches it. Reason why I bought the lip. third thing I wanted to do to my car was put this spoiler on. Now, mine is the V6 model, so it didn't come with the spoiler, but it's a stock spoiler to the V8 models. Now, at the time, I was working at Chrysler. Not where I got this car from, but I really wanted that spoiler, so I went into parts to figure out how much the spoiler cost. And from Chrysler, the spoiler cost $200, not painted. So then you have to worry about paint, and I was like, nah. So I went on Amazon again, and I put in 2015 Chrysler 300 spoiler, and this came up, and it was like a 2013 through 2015 spoiler, and it was $100. And in the options, you can choose the color code to your car. So if you go in your car, it has a color code. You could choose that code in the options of what color you wanted the spoiler. So this one already came painted, and it was nice, so I got it. So when I opened it up, I saw that it came with bolts, and reason why I'm telling you this was in case you want to go out, get the spoiler for your own car, and you want to bolt it on, good for you. But that's not what I wanted to do. So I went out to Home Depot and bought 3M double-sided tape, weatherproof double-sided tape, and I double-sided taped the spoiler onto my car, which is also pretty simple. Reason why I didn't want to bolt it on was because in case I've ever wanted to take it off again, simply just take it off with a double-sided tape. Didn't want to create holes, didn't want to go through the problem of if I made the holes leaked and the inside of my trunk would get wet when it rains. Or I mean, the kit, it's a kit actually, and it came with so it came with the bolts, and it also came with the tape, so you can locate exactly where to drill, and it came with instructions to how to do it. But I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want anybody else to do it in case something went wrong. I just didn't want to go through the problem, so I didn't bolt it on. I just went out and bought double-sided tape, and I can tell you guys that with this spoiler, the weatherproof double-sided tape has worked wonders. It looks clean, it looks flush, it doesn't come off easy. So if you want to do my way or the bolt-on way, either way works. Either way is just as good, and the double-sided tape was just 1,000 times easier, and it's been good. And I've had the spoiler on for about maybe a year or two, and it's been great. Last thing I did to my car, which was the first thing I originally did, but I didn't want to start talking about this, was because it's more like of an engine mod. So this was the very first thing that I've ever done to my car. Second thing was lower it, but the very first thing I've ever done to my car was put this K&N filter in. I've gotten a question about what exhaust setup I have for my car, because it sounds good when you pull, and it's no exhaust, it's just this K&N filter that makes it sound really nice. Now the K&N filter was $200, $240 new from K&N, so I ordered that and I installed it myself, and it's pretty simple. And same thing with my springs, by the way. Me and a friend, more like my teacher, my instructor, me and him ended up putting the spring kit on my car, and I forgot to tell you guys, the spring kit was like $700. So that is the cheapest, the cheapest best way I could lower my car. Sorry about that, but it was $700, and the K&N filter was $200. And putting it by myself was pretty easy, so I ended up doing it by myself. And I will show you how this baby sounds, because on a pole, the car sounds like it sounds nice. And when you're not pulling or racing anybody, it sounds quiet, and that's what I wanted for my car. That's honestly the perfect setup for me. But like I said in my previous videos, this car is a fun car no matter the V6. It's 300 horsepower, what they claim it has, and comes with paddle shifters. It's only a good combination for how fun this car is, and it's a daily driver with good gas mileage, and it won't break the insurance. The insurance won't bend you over for this car. So all in all, it is a nice car, and the interior is luxurious. But if you guys want me to go more in depth in that, or let me know and I'll make another video about it. I'll probably end up making another video about it, but nonetheless, encourage me and I will end up making another video about it. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see y'all on the next one.